Do they step up the basis for what has been depreciated as well? So all that thing, the depreciation that is supposed to be only to 27 and a half years, I die, it starts all over, brand new.
They get it a step up in basis. It's worth whatever it is, $5 million now. They can turn around and sell it tomorrow.
And not pay taxes. And why would the government incentivize that?
The step up in basis? Or
The step up in basis.
Well, they wanted to do away with it. There was talks about doing away with it.
How dumb is that? That makes no sense. Because the reason is now what happens? And these are the type of people we buy deals from. Someone owned this. Dad owned a dozen houses in Memphis. Mom wants nothing to do with it. Dad dies. Mom goes and says, I am selling these things as is right now with tenants involved, vacant. I ain't doing a thing. Just write me a check. So we buy them for, pennies on the dollar because we're solving a problem for her. She doesn't want the headache anymore. She didn't like him when Dad was around. She definitely doesn't like him now that he's passed away. A married situation. Count with a step up in basis, right?
It's going to be your heirs.
It's going to be the kids. So that's when
mom dies.
When mom dies now, when both of them are dead, she's been dealing with this stuff. Now the kids are like, what do? We can either continue with this thing or we can sell it right now.
And they wouldn't have any tax.
And they would have zero tax. But if mom sells it or dad sold it before he died, he's got to pay a whole bunch of taxes unless he also exchanges, right? And so, someone who inherits this portfolio, you can go liquidate it, go sell, get the money tax-free because it's the least you'll pay in taxes, making if you've got a large portfolio, making a large sum of money ever, right?
And maybe Dad had exchanged those 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm never paying Uncle Sam. Now, the disadvantage of that, if we're being open kimonos here, is you can depreciate a property down to zero, right? Mm-hmm. And depending on how you exchange, this is getting real technical, but depending on how you exchange, you may not get any more basis to keep depreciating, right? So you get that deferral, but you're not going to get the benefit of depreciation unless let's say you sold a $500,000 property, right? And you bought much bigger, $1 million property. Depreciate that.
Because then you're depreciating the additional.
The additional, right? So you've got you got almost two depreciation schedules running. One that you've got.
And your CPA has to keep track of all this.
Not my job.
yeah.
We're just the qualified intermediary. So we're going to help you do the 1031 exchange.
Well, and a lot of people don't realize you go sell that you bought. This is what I did. We bought houses in, when they were very low. They went up, sold them, and then bought other houses in other markets. So, for instance, a lot of our investors who invest in our fund, who partner with us to do investing, they will sell one house in Colorado and go buy 3 or 4 houses in Memphis or St. Louis. Can they still sell those and exchange it?
100%. Yeah. We're seeing that all day, every day. So we're located here in Colorado, right? Here's our headquarters. I've got offices in Texas and Florida. We do 1031s all across the nation. Actually, a mutual friend of ours, he's selling properties like crazy here, right? Because his return on equity is not as good. Yeah. He's selling here. He's going down to Texas, and he's buying 2, 3, 4 properties.
Oh no, Matt's okay to say his name. Yeah, sure. He's on the podcast, so he was talking about how he goes and sells. He's talking about how he goes and sells a crappy $300,000-$400,000 house in Thornton somewhere, and exchange it into a brand new, 2 sometimes brand new houses built in San Antonio, like 2025 built type houses, right?
So he's going for something that he's getting phone calls on daily. My toilet broke, the siding fell off, whatever. I'm probably not going to have to touch this thing for 5-10 years.
And then what's happening is now what he's wanting to do, and it's a really great idea, is then he's wanting to convert that into a note. Now, you were about to mention about selling via like owner finance or whatever. Yeah. So he can't do that right away from 1031, right? He can't go from selling his house right into a promissory note, right?
Correct.
He's got to go into another.
He has to buy another. Yeah. So we started talking the 6 rules of an exchange, right? The first rule is you have to sell investment real estate and you have to buy investment real estate.
Go do us a favor. Summarize all 6 of those rules so I don't keep cutting you off.
Fair enough, right? So number 1, investment for investment. Rule number 2 and rule number 3 go hand in hand, and that's the time frame that the IRS allows you to do an exchange. From the day you sell the old property, you have 45 days to identify the properties you want to purchase.
Hey, thanks for watching. I've got a free video on a business you can do on nights, weekends, and margins of your workday. So follow this QR code, click the link, and watch that video now.